All In for Inclusive Education, we're thrilled to celebrate the incredible members of our team who are transforming schools across the country. Every day, these passionate and talented educators work tirelessly to create meaningful change, and we couldn't be more proud of their dedication. Over the next several weeks, we'll be spotlighting these amazing individuals on our social channels. Meet the team, join the movement. We're all in. Are you?
My name is Arthur Aston. I am the host of the Inclusion Think Tank podcast. I do everything from hosting to producing the podcast. We connect with everyone from school administrators to parents who are advocating for their child to be included. The most important thing that brought me to this work of inclusion is my own experience of living with a disability. I was born with a birth defect called spina bifida, which impacted my mobility. When I was a student in school, I was included with my peers. I was able to make a lot of friends. For the other students, I think it helped them better understand my disability. Having the disability stirred up a passion in me to change the way that people see and view those of us living with disabilities. It has gotten me to the White House twice to raise awareness. I truly believe that through storytelling is how we begin to make change and to see change in the world of inclusive education.
I do the work that I do because I love teaching and I love kids. What inclusion means to me is that we are moving from a culture of tolerance towards a culture of celebration, where we celebrate diversity and the interests and the strengths that everybody brings to the table. At All In, we wish to accomplish a barrier-free school system that allows equitable access and opportunity for every student. We are so happy and eager to work with every district that reaches out to us. By partnering with us at All In, you can get the conversation started in your building and move the needle towards more inclusive practices with us. I'm all in. Are you?
My name is Laura Martinez. I'm an inclusion facilitator for All In. Inclusion to me means creating an environment where everyone just feels welcome and we embrace everyone for who they are. There's a huge stigma that students with disabilities are unable to learn, and that's just completely false. They just learn differently. They just need the supports. At All In, we envision schools and school districts with high expectations for every single student. Access to education is a civil right, not a privilege. People that work here all have a lot of experience. We've all been educators for a long time, and we all bring a different perspective. We really hope you can join us in making sure that our schools become a place where all students can thrive. Please visit our website. I'm all in. Are you?
I was a general educator for 22 years, and I saw the vast benefits of inclusion for not only students with disabilities, but students without disabilities. And I know how valuable it is. I also know the challenges of it. My role is inclusion facilitator. So I provide professional development, coaching, and consultation with school districts to help them include students with disabilities in their least restrictive environment. What makes us unique here at All In is that we have a very diverse team and an incredibly talented team. We tailor our approach to meet the needs of each school that we partner with. Parents, educators, and administrators can get involved in our organization by attending our conferences. They can go to our website. We would love to have you get more involved. I'm all in. Are you?
My background is in inclusive education. My passion for this work really stems from my own experiences as a student. When I was in elementary school, I was diagnosed with a learning disability, and I think about the decisions that administrators and teachers made for me and what that impact had on me. Something I truly believe to my core that inclusion is best for all of our students, those with and without disabilities. All In's vision is to provide inclusive educational settings for our students. We serve over 300,000 students in New Jersey, and we see this impact when we have our students included. not only for the academic and social gains, but also for that sense of belonging and true community. That's what we want for all children. And so doing that in an inclusive setting is how we get there. I'm all in. Are you?
When I think about inclusion, I think about it in the similar vein of freedom or love. It's something that every student should experience, and it should be no different for students with disabilities. I have been with All In for Inclusive Ed for 11 years. What I do here mainly is find great people. The staff members at All In are deeply committed to inclusive education. Our reach is over 350,000 students. We currently provide services to 150 school districts across the country each year, and up to 400 of the 600 districts in our home state of New Jersey. We do everything from individual student consults to statewide systemic change projects and everything in between. Our goal is to help them develop quality inclusive education. All In for Inclusive Education is in the process of going from being a state-based entity to a national entity. If you're interested in improving the access to inclusive education in your school or your district, please feel free to reach out to us on our website. I'm All In, are you?
My passion lies in ensuring that all students feel seen, heard, and supported in their learning journeys. Here at All In, we strive to foster a culture of respect and belonging for everyone. We want to create these educational environments where diversity is celebrated, inclusive practices are just naturally happening in all of our classrooms, and it's integrated in every aspect of the school day. Here at All In, I've gotten the opportunity to see students' lives be transformed. What sets us apart is our hands-on, community-centered approach. We work closely with educators, families, and students to create lasting, meaningful change. I'm All In. Are you? My passion lies in ensuring that all students feel seen, heard, and supported in their learning journeys. Here at All In, we strive to foster a culture of respect and belonging for everyone. We want to create these educational environments where diversity is celebrated, inclusive practices are just naturally happening in all of our classrooms, and it's integrated in every aspect of the school day. Here at All In, I've gotten the opportunity to see students' lives be transformed. What sets us apart is our hands-on, community-centered approach. We work closely with educators, families, and students to create lasting, meaningful change. I'm All In. Are you?
I am a former high school health and PE teacher. When I first started teaching, I only had one class that taught us about disabilities, and it really changed the course for what I wanted to do. And now I am working with schools in a more cohesive, inclusive opportunity. I want to help teachers create different strategies that we utilize to enhance our practices to make it more inclusive for everybody. What makes our approach unique is the different avenues that we're able to help schools. The strategies and activities really get kids to think differently and allows for all of the students to succeed in that same setting. You can reach out to us through our website. All information is there. You get to see who we are. I'm All In. Are you?
I was an educator in the public school system for 26 years. I joined All In New Jersey as the executive director upon my retirement, and I have been working with this organization to include students with disabilities in general education classrooms. Inclusion means that everyone belongs and that they have a place within their community. We engage in this process of systemic change on behalf of students with disabilities with educators, administrators, parents. We have worked with over 300 districts throughout the state of New Jersey, and we are ready to expand our reach throughout the country. Anyone can join in the advocacy. I'm all in. Are you?
To the best of my knowledge, we're the only organization within the state of New Jersey whose sole mission and vision is around inclusive education. We set ourselves up not to be in an adversarial role with school districts. Our job is to be a support. I'm walking in to get a feel for things and then figure out how I can help teachers be successful, how I can help teachers feel supported. My role is that helper, that resource, not that evaluator. With the right supports, any kid can be included. I'm all in. Are you?
We know that solids such as pyramids, cylinders, cones, and spheres are all around us. And we said that we confined the volume and the area to solve real-world problems. What information would you need if I asked you to find the area of this house? Write it down. My philosophy about including all students is that no child should feel like they can't contribute. Does it tell you the radius? No. How can you find it? Every child can answer a question at any point in the lesson.
She does the math in like fun ways.
The cone is the same as the cylinder, so then do you know what the radius is? Yeah. Okay, so then now you know how to find the volume. That's part of making math fun. Sometimes we're on the computer, sometimes they're playing a game, and they don't even understand that they're learning, but in the end, they can tell you what they learned, and that's so exciting for me. And so it's exciting for them.
Ms. Garcia is a very passionate teacher who is very mindful of her individual students. I know that she is also passionate about math and that her students have conceptual understanding of math practices.
She's made a home in her classroom. Students are challenged, expectations are high, and she also wants all her students to persevere.
I know that a child is going to struggle with certain things and I need to prepare for that. And that is part of the routine every single day. What is going to be the misconception? How am I going to solve that? How are they going to figure it out?
Then we multiplied by 1/3, which gave us 3,768 centimeters squared.
I think students like her so much because they know what to expect. There's consistency there. You know that she's going to help you learn.
And the challenge that they face every day in the classroom should be a positive feeling and not a feeling of defeat. We have to get them ready for the real world.
The setting is the time and the place in which the story occurred. Inclusion means diversity. It means accepting who we are, not only other people accepting us, but we accepting ourselves, students accepting themselves.
She is an inspiration for all students. She's here to help the teachers, the students, the parents. She's here to help everyone.
Fantastic, excellent. Okay, I want you two to take turns, okay?
Ms. Rich advocates for students with disabilities by using her influence and her relationship that she's built over the years since she's been here.
Mrs. Rich's teaching style is really eclectic. She's really inclusive. She works with all the kids in such a dynamic way.
The answer to the problem. That's the solution. Excellent.
Ms. Rich is an incredible teacher. She is extremely caring and nurturing. She truly works with and meets every student's individual needs.
Ms. Rich is really great with Students with Disabilities because she really encourages the students who are non-classified to kind of embrace the students with disabilities by having conversations and reading stories about other people with differences.
Great.
I think she is sometimes funny.
Back and forth. And that is the star of the show, that's right. We celebrate the 6 pillars of character. Respect, responsibility, caring, citizenship, fairness, and trustworthiness.
Ms. Rich has taught me that there are still wonderful teachers in this world.
I think that she lives and breathes inclusion.
When we listen to our hearts, we love to learn and learn to love in everything we do.
And those are the things that encompass inclusion.